Hello everyone. In this video we are going to discuss about deductive proof. Deductive proof has sequence of steps. So here we have to start with the hypothesis, and by following sequence of steps we need to reach the conclusion. Hypothesis means some given statement or initial statement. So to prove this type of theorem we need to start with the given statement or hypothesis, and by following some sequence of steps we need to reach the conclusion. So this type of theorem is called as if then form of theorem. If then, so if H then C, that is if hypothesis then conclusion. Otherwise we can say that the conclusion is deduced from H. So consider this theorem: if x is greater than or equal to 4, then 2 power x is greater than x square. 2 power x is greater than or equal to x square. So here the hypothesis H is x is greater than or equal to 4. So the given statement or hypothesis is x is greater than or equal to 4, and the conclusion is 2 power x greater than or equal to x square. So here the hypothesis depends upon the parameter x, because in this theorem it has a parameter. So the hypothesis H depends upon the value of the parameter. If x is 2, then 2 greater than or equal to 4 is false, right? So we can say that H is false. But if we consider x is 4 or 5, means 4 is greater than or equal to 4. So here the hypothesis is true. This condition is true. So the hypothesis is also true. If we consider x is 5, 5 greater than or equal to 4, true. So hypothesis is also true. So the hypothesis depends upon the value of the parameter. So if the hypothesis, if the x value is greater than or equal to 4, then the hypothesis is true. Now we need to consider the conclusion. So here the conclusion C is 2 to the power x greater than or equal to x square. So here also, if we consider x value as 3, that is less than or equal to 4, then the left side of the equation 2 to the power x is 2 to the power 3 greater than or equal to 3 square. So we will get 2 to the power 3 is 8 greater than or equal to 9. So here the condition is not true. The condition is false. So the conclusion is also false. But if we consider x as 4, then 2 to the power 4 is greater than or equal to 4 square. So 16 is greater than or equal to 16. 2 to the power 4 is 16. 4 square is also 16. So here the condition is true. Conclusion, therefore the conclusion is true. If we consider x value as 5, then 2 to the power 5 is greater than or equal to 5 square. So 2 to the power 5 is 32 is greater than or equal to 25. So here also the condition is true. Conclusion is also true. Similarly, we can also consider the next value. X is 6. So 2 to the power 6 is greater than or equal to 6 square. So 64 is greater than or equal to 36. So the conclusion is true. So if x value is greater than or equal to 4, then conclusion is true. Because here the left side of the equation 2 to the power 6. So if x is greater than or equal to 4, then the left side of the equation 2 to the power 6 doubles each time x increases by 1, right? If x is greater than or equal to 4, every time x increases by 1 means the left side of the equation doubles itself. So here 8, then for the next x value we will get 16, the next for the next x value 32, next x value 64. So the left side of the equation doubles every time x increases by 1. Okay, so if x increases by 1 means then the left side of the equation doubles itself. Then if we consider the right hand side of the equation x square, for x greater than or equal to 4, for the 4, x is 4, we are getting 16. For x is 5, 25, x is 6 means 36. So the right side of the equation grows by the ratio of x plus 1 divided by x the whole square. This is the left side of the equation. Right hand side of the equation grows by the ratio of x plus 1 divided by x the whole square. Okay, because this is x square, so if we multiply x plus 1 square divided by x square, then we will get the next value as x plus 1 the whole square, right? So consider this value, x is 4. X is 4 means we will get 4 plus 1 divided by 4 the whole square, that is 5 square divided by 4 square is equal to 25 divided by 16. So if we multiply this value with the previous x value, 16 into 25 divided by 16, we will get the next value 25. Similarly, from x equal to 25, if we multiply x plus 1 divided by x the whole square, x plus 1 means here x value is 5. So 5 plus 1 is 6 square divided by 5 square. X plus 1 square divided by x square. So we will get 36. So right hand side of the equation, that is x square increases by the ratio of x plus 1 divided by x the whole square. For each x increases by 1, left hand side of the equation doubles each time x increases by 1, and this x plus 1 divided by x the whole square cannot be greater than 1.5625, because if we consider 25 divided by 16, the value is 25 divided by 16 is 1.5625. Then we consider 36 divided by 25 is 1.44. So the right hand side of the equation can have a maximum of 1.5625 in each case. So the left hand side of the equation grows by the ratio of 2. But the right hand side is can have maximum of 1.5625. This is a ratio. So always left hand side of the equation is greater than right hand side. So we can say that 2 power x is greater than or equal to x square for all x greater than or equal to 4. So the given theorem is true. If x is greater than or equal to 4, then the 2 power x greater than or equal to x square is proved. Thank you.